Hey y'all, it's Pixel. Welcome back to another episode of Plants vs. Zombies. We are going into level 3-9 and we will be completing World 3 in this episode. Now, 3-9, as with all the other blank 9 levels, is the hardest level in the pool, and the game is throwing all that it's got at you. I really am screwed, aren't I? Yeah, I think so. I don't even have to rake. So that's nice. No, it's not. I don't know why I said it was nice. But you know what? It's all fine. It has 3 waves. Ah, man, this level, like, this is probably one of the hardest levels in the game for me. Like, even the last world's 9th level isn't as hard as this is. Anyways, I don't have repeaters, I just have regular pea shooters, and I don't have, really... I don't have spikeweed either. Oh my gosh. What did I do to myself? I really should have gotten spikeweed. I'll just wait for it to go. Just so I can plant down even more pea shooters and hopefully maybe get a few tall nuts in there. Yeah, I won't be able to get the tall nut in there because it's a very slow recharge. But I will be showing off what it does in a bit because what else am I supposed to do? And I think this is a perfect time to show it off. The tall nut is basically a walnut, but it's taller, so not only does it have more durability than the regular walnut, but it also has the ability to block pole vaulters and dolphin riders from jumping over it. It's pretty nice in some minigames that will come up. And it's nice to have that extra little bit of just protection. Just to know that you can get it. But I'm gonna say, these levels are going to get very, very intense, no matter where you are in the game. Like, even if you're or no matter your skill level of the game, I should say. No matter if you're a beginner or a little bit more of an expert, the game will be throwing all it's got at you in these later levels. And I should say that we are past the halfway point of the whole entire game. Well, this is going to show off that it also blocks Dolphin Riders. Which is not only nice to know, but it's also nice to just be able to block those things, because, man, I don't like those Dolphin Riders. Probably one of my least favorites, if not my least favorite zombie in the game. Anyways, you know what? I'm probably going to be not commentating much, so cue the speed up. I don't think I've actually said that in a while, so might as well do the speed up. Also slow down for a bit. The tall nut cries. I just think that's adorable, but also really funny when it's at its final stage in health. It just cries. Alright, back to speed up. Oh, no, 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 no. There. Of course, another one shows up immediately after. Might as well refresh that. I'm gonna plant potato mine just in case. I won here. That's pretty much all there is to it. I just won. Bonk. I'm just gonna Tangle Kelp you. I don't know if that really mattered. No, it did not. Okay, so just like with every other prize for completing a world. Hello, we heard you were having a pool party. We think that is fun. We'll be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. All out attack once again. Once again, it's a conveyor belt level. And just like with the original, or just like with World 2, you only get plants that were made, that you received in World 3. Yeah, you only get plants that you got in World 3. So that is Torchwood, Lily Pad, 3-peater, tall nut, jalapeno, spikeweed, and squash. Did I actually name them all or no? No, Tangle Kelp too. Dang. I thought I named them all. I'm fairly certain I named them all though. But with this, you're definitely going to need to plant 3-peaters. Also, there's proof that, like, it doesn't just fire all 3. So that's why you want to plant repeaters more in the middle than in other lanes. But sometimes you can't really do that. So having repeaters in a lane like this is fine. How have I not gotten a single tall nut? Speak of the devil. Eh. It's not going as well as I'd hoped. Not at all. I am really not good on lily pads. It just keeps giving me repeaters and stuff, which are nice, but I really need lily pads and tangle kelp, please. Torchwood, actually, wait, I have a lily pad right here. Another repeater. Just use the jalapeno. Just use the torchwood right there. Plant the spikeweed right there just for safety. Give me another. Give me like 2 more lily pads. 1. I should have planted it there. Oh, jeez. I really should have planted it right there. Oh, jeez. Well, that works, I guess. Now I have a tall nut right there as well. This just proves how chaotic these can get, but they're still really, really fun. And actually doable most of the time. Like, look at how many peas are just being fired at the same time. It's crazy. And I may have a good computer, but, like, it's not tanking at all. Now, I can't speak for every computer out there. My computer is still very, very good. But my computer isn't tanking, and alright. I think we have time for, like, maybe 1 or 2 more levels. This is a sea shroom. Aquatic plants that shoot short-ranged spores. You know, they used to call me Fog Man. Because I would hang out in the fog and jump out at people. Ah, those were the days. Why did he say Fog Man? And why is it nighttime again? Here's the answer. World 4 is basically World 2, but combined with World 3 to create a nighttime level in the pool. Now, the fog is not very thick at this moment, But over the course of the world, it will get thicker and thicker, so it will become harder and harder to see throughout the world. And it will become more apparent, especially since it will be coming out more and more into your territory. But, on the bright side, you get to use your mushrooms again. Isn't that nice? You get to use your mushrooms. And the puff shrooms are as useful as ever in these. And the sea shrooms are basically puff shrooms, but in the water. Now, it is very useful to plant the 4 on the edges, and I'm talking about sun production. It's very important to plant the 4 on the edges before you plant the 4 in the middle. Also, there's our instance of a new zombie. This is a Jack-in-the-Box zombie. The Jack-in-the-Box zombie basically just plays a Jack-in-the-Box and blows up any plants within its radius in a certain amount of time. I knew it was right there. This is really where your cheaper plants start coming into play, like the tangle kelp and the squash. Because you're going to want to have as much defense as possible, and sometimes you can't pay, like, 4 or 5 sun just to have a plant that will disappear in, like, let me reword that. You can't just have, like, a plant that will disappear and it's really expensive. Sometimes paying that, like, 25 or 50 for just that one zombie that's really getting to you, it can really save your life, honestly. Kind of difficult to choose. Scaredy or Fume. I think the Scaredy is probably the better one for this. And look. The fog has come up further. So you cannot see as well as you were able to earlier. The fog is not very thick, though. The fog is still somewhat thin, so you can still see through it pretty well. But as soon as that fog gets thick, you're really, really going to need something like a plantern. A plantern, as I will demonstrate right now. Actually, I will demonstrate in a bit. As soon as I get more sun production going, because there aren't as many dangers at the start of a level compared to the end, the plantern isn't as necessary at the beginning, while it is nice. My sun production is getting pretty okay, so I will show off the plantern. It lights up the fog, so you can see. It's very nice to have, so you can be like, oh, there's a cone head right there. Or, oh, there's a bucket head coming in right there. Oh my gosh. And you've got to be kidding me. Oh, man. But sadly, the Plantern's durability is not the best, so you're not going to be using it for any serious, like, okay, I'm gonna plant it down to get a lot more durability out of something. Yeah, it's not for that. I knew that was a cone head. Why did I do that? Now, the sad thing about Planterns is that they recharge pretty slowly. So you can't just, like, keep planting them down, like, no matter what. Like, oh, it just got eaten. I can just plant another one down. No, you're not going to be able to do that. There we go, got the cone head out of the way. I got another cone head out of the way. There it goes. I'm not getting very spastic yet, but trust me, later you will definitely see a lot more spastic movements from my mouse, and just overall, very sloppy gameplay. No. I can't believe I have 1,000 sun in a night level. I mean, granted, I'm fighting with plants that aren't expensive, but jeez. It is dead. Oh my gosh, not another one! Ah, die! Alright. Squash is not ready, but the Tangle Kelp is. And I will plant it right there, because I'm fairly certain the Scaredy Shrooms and the Sea Shrooms can take that out. I'm getting those two out of the way! Okay, I got them both. Scaredy Shroom right there was more helpful. Alright. The cactus will be shown off next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all again in the next video. Take care, everyone.